Yeah. Watch me go live. Let's talk about Big U, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon. Them jokers are crazy, man. Them jokers are crazy as hell, bro. Brick Baby go on the internet and talking shit. Loose Cannon, the same thing, man. They say they're a gangster. Gangster don't do that, man. Check this out with Big U. That's so wild, bro. I don't know what the hell Loose Cannon was thinking. And he's still on the internet talking shit. Apparently he don't get it still. Still talking shit on the internet, man. That's crazy. I don't know why would make you do that. Some wild shit, bro. It make no sense, man. Loose Cannon, why you doing that to yourself, man? Are you that slow, bro? You can't be that slow, man. Come on, man. Make it make sense, bro. You can't be that slow, Loose Cannon. I know you can't be that slow. There's no way. There's no way, bro. I don't believe you that slow.
He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet talk shows and podcasts, all things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity, developing options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway. He then attempted to evade and obstruct the investigation into the murder, including ordering witnesses not to speak with law enforcement. Henley's criminal enterprise also engaged in other crimes, including transporting prostitutes across state lines, extorting strip clubs, marijuana dispensaries, and other businesses, and fraudulently applying for COVID loans in the form of a business relief loan. On that application, Mr. Henley falsely stated that his music label, Unique Music, operated at a $200,000 profit in 2019 and was entitled to government assistance, despite the reality that the company had operated at a loss and was ineligible for such relief. Finally, Mr. Henley is accused of embezzling donations made by celebrities, professional athletes, and businesses to his charity, Developing Options, which, as I said, purports to give South LA at-risk youth alternatives to gang violence, drugs, and other criminal activity. Henley used this charity as a front. He used it to conceal his fraudulent activities, his criminal enterprises activities, and evade detection from law enforcement. If convicted on the racketeering conspiracy, he and his co-conspirators face approximately a 20-year federal prison sentence. I want to thank our federal law enforcement partners, our state law enforcement partners who brought about the result here today. The Los Angeles Metropolitan Gang Task Force from the FBI. It's comprised of FBI agents, LAPD officers, IRS Criminal Investigation, the U.S. Department of Justice Inspector General's Office, Los Angeles Police Department, the North Las Vegas Police Department. This case is a great example of state and federal law enforcement working together to address harm from a criminal enterprise. I also want to thank our prosecutors, Assistant U.S. Attorneys Kevin Butler and Jenna McCabe, for their diligence and dogged determination in this case. With that, I'll turn it over to our next speaker, FBI Special Agent in Charge, Ted Dox.
Thank you, Joe. Absolutely. My name is Ted Dox, Special Agent in Charge of FBI Los Angeles' Criminal Division. These operations are truly a team effort, and I would like to recognize those partnerships. If not for their commitment, dedication, and follow-through, we would not be here today. First, I'd like to thank LAPD, IRS Criminal Investigations, and the U.S. Attorney's Office for working collaboratively for the past 4 years, in this case with FBI Los Angeles Metropolitan Task Force on violent gangs. I'd also like to thank the U.S. Marshal Service for their assistance today, and many departments in California, Arizona, Nevada, and the North Las Vegas Police Department. Now, this morning, hundreds of agents and officers, including multiple SWAT teams, executed multiple arrest warrants for many of the 19 defendants charged in this case. Search warrants were executed at 6 locations. Those searches continue to be underway. 4 of the 19 defendants were already in custody, and 10 defendants were taken into custody in the last 24 hours. And while we're still seeking the whereabouts of 5 individuals, 3 of whom we believe we will have in custody shortly, 2 defendants are considered fugitives. They are Eugene Henley Jr., also known as Big U, and Brian Mejia. We will provide their photographs to the media following this announcement. Anyone with information as to their whereabouts should not take action on their own, but contact the FBI. You can reach us by calling 1-800-CALL-FBI. During this investigation, we recovered 49 weapons, 5 pounds of methamphetamines, 10,000 fentanyl pills, and large amounts of cash. The Rolling 16 Crips have been around for decades, and by some estimates are among the largest gangs in the country, with factions in multiple states. Mr. Henley has been a known member of the Rolling 60s Crips since the 1980s, where he established his reputation and earned standing with fellow gang members. He has been able to use that standing to intimidate businesses and individuals and to commit various forms of violence, including the alleged murder outlined by the U.S. Attorney. He's also been able to influence others to give him money.
Big U is done, man. Bricc Baby, Luce Cannon, boy, you guys are done, man. You guys are crazy, man. Y'all shoot yourself in the foot, man. That's how stupid you guys are, you dumbasses.
Only to defraud his victims, including defrauding the U.S., the government, the city of Los Angeles, and you, the taxpayer. Before I close, I'd like to ask that anyone who has information about the alleged criminal activity or feel that they have been victimized by any of the defendants, call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI. We've targeted this gang in the past and will continue to target gangs who seed violence and fear in our communities. The FBI will never waver on our commitment to combat violent gangs and those individuals affiliated who prey on others. Today's arrests make neighborhoods across our city safer. Thank you. And with that, I'll turn it over to IRS SAC Tyler Hatcher.
Good morning. Again, I'm Tyler Hatcher. I'm the Special Agent in charge of IRS Criminal Investigation here in Los Angeles. Today's arrests are the result of outstanding investigative work by law enforcement partners from LAPD, U.S. Attorney's Office, the FBI, and my office, who's worked tirelessly to find the evidence necessary to charge those who are alleged to bring harm to our communities, as you've heard previously. The RICO charges against Mr. Henley and his associates reflect a pattern of crimes that runs a gambit from extortion to robbery to murder to tax fraud and to human trafficking, all under the umbrella of a well-organized criminal organization led by Mr. Henley. Additionally, Mr. Henley duped the County of Los Angeles by running a nonprofit named Developing Options, which was set up to pull youth out of the gang life and promote anti-gang solutions. Yet Mr. Henley continued to personally orchestrate violent gang activity that impact our communities. Donors trust that their donations will be used in a manner that's consistent with what the charity was set up to do and applied as intended. In this case, it was for the benefit of at-risk youth. Financial transactions leave a trail, and IRS Criminal Investigation Special Agents are the best at following that trail. The trails led to Mr. Henley's, allegedly lead to Mr. Henley's personal bank account, and the money trail doesn't lie. Organized crime victimizes our Los Angeles communities far too frequently, but the arrests made today demonstrate our commitment to making Los Angeles safer for everyone impacted by these criminal enterprises. IRSCI is proud to partner with our federal and state and local law enforcement partners to make our communities safer and to protect from these violent acts. And on that, I'll turn it over to the Chief. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you all for being here today. I'll keep my comments brief. From day one, the Los Angeles Police Department's been proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with the FBI and our partners here today in this critical investigation. The invaluable expertise provided by Operation South Bureau FBI Task Force on the Rolling 60s criminal street gang has played a pivotal role in securing these 19 federal indictments laid out this morning. It's a measured step forward in our ongoing fight against gang violence and brings hope and relief to a community that for too long has endured far too much. Together we will continue to protect and serve, working tirelessly to ensure safety in all of our neighborhoods. I'll return the U.S. Attorney, Joe McNally, for any questions follow-up.
We'll take any questions.
So Henley is still on the loose?
He is.
Do you expect to snag it today, or is this something where he's gone?
Yeah, I think all I can say is that look, he is the leader here, and we're looking for him and trying to find him. He's a fugitive at this point, and we're using resources to try to track him down.
When were all the other arrests made?
The arrests were made this morning, early this morning.
And that's of the more than this whole group here that's in custody, or?
So there are a number of arrests, I think roughly 10 this morning, and then there are other individuals who were in state custody that are being transferred into federal custody. But approximately 10 arrests were made this morning.
I think you mentioned it earlier, but what kind of penalties or time are you going to these people?
So a federal racketeering conspiracy complaint that's charged here, 1962D, covers up to 20 years in federal prison. The next stage here would be that Mr. Henley and others would be indicted by a grand jury, and the penalties at that point could range and include higher penalties. So at this point, he's charged in a criminal complaint.
Is he charged with murder too as well?
He's charged in a RICO conspiracy, and part of that RICO conspiracy, one of the predicate acts is the murder that is described in the complaint. He has not yet charged in an indictment with a substantive murder.
You mentioned the taxpayers were defrauded. Can you tell us how much taxpayer dollars he obtained from what city leader or official? And what does this mean for groups that are working on anti-gang efforts and trying to get donations from celebrities this year?
Sure. So I think just to kind of go back, Mr. Henley and the allegations are here, operated a criminal enterprise. He used his status in LA as a gang member, somebody who was known as an enforcer, in order to execute the crimes that are described in the criminal complaint. As part of that, and to get to your question, he also had this charity and held himself out there to be somebody who was committed to reducing gang violence, committed to supporting youth in the city. As part of that, he received grants from government agencies to do that work. And as we describe in the criminal complaint, he used that goodwill to benefit himself. He diverted money from that charity and lined his own pockets with it, and that money was ultimately traced, and that we can show that he used it for personal purposes. So there was an embezzlement angle to this, to the criminal enterprise, where hundreds of thousands of dollars were siphoned off that should have gone to charitable purposes, gang reduction, gang intervention. Instead, he used it for his own purposes, his own criminal enterprise. In addition to that, there was tax loss. And like many of our cases, we ultimately do a financial investigation, and we see that embezzlement and that siphoning happens often. There's a parallel tax conduct that is also described in the complaint. So you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars that the charity ultimately siphoned off for his purposes. It was a charity that he controlled, and again, held himself out there to be somebody in our community who was, as Chief McDonald said, these communities, it's oftentimes our poorest communities that need intervention the most, they need law enforcement the most. He held himself out as somebody who was part of that team trying to improve South Los Angeles. And the facts in the indictment and the wiretap calls that we intercepted as part of the investigation that are described in the complaint, not the indictment, the complaint, describe that contradiction. that on the one hand he's Mr. Charity, and on the other hand he's engaging in all this criminal conduct. That's set out in the criminal complaint.
And so it's outlined in the criminal complaint specifically what government agency gave him money?
It's outlined that he got grant money. I believe that money flowed through the city of Los Angeles, but I don't have the specifics in front of me. What I can tell you is that typically, grants flow through the state and then eventually, are typically issued through the city.
And to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Man, crazy, man.
Say the name of the charity, are you allowed to say that? Maybe
Yeah, the charity I referenced earlier is Developing Options. Developing Options.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Last question.
I apologize. Just your efforts to find Mr. Henley. Have you had? Do you have any idea about his potential whereabouts, or any more that you can tell us on this?
No, other than he's
Big U, man. Big U Fry, man. Big U Fry.
New details this afternoon about the man accused of being a longtime leader of the Rolling 60s Crips gang. Eugene Henley Jr. has become known in recent years for his charity work to reduce gang violence. Now the FBI is accusing him of running a criminal enterprise that committed a series of crimes, including a murder back in 2021. NBC4's Alex Rozier live with details you see for the first time and only on 4. Alex.
Michael, Big U is in federal custody right now. Prosecutors say they have probable cause to believe that he killed a man in Las Vegas in 2021, then dragged his body into the desert. Today, I learned the man killed is closely connected to Big U's family.
When did you ever really learn how to play the drum?
Eugene Henley Jr.'s podcast, seen here on YouTube, is one of many ways he made his name.
It's season 2 of Checking In.
Henley Jr., known as Big U, interviewed celebrities.
The big homie. Yes, sir.
And he's run a charity and music label. But the feds say he's also a longtime leader of the Rolling 60s Crips street gang. And now he's in custody for racketeering crimes that include the murder of rapper Rayshawn Williams. Court papers say Williams, seen here on Instagram, was an artist for Big U's label Unique Music. And in 2021, prosecutors say Williams wrote a song, quote, dissing Big U. Documents say Big U then kidnapped and murdered Williams in Las Vegas in retaliation for...
You murdered that kid because the kid sang a song about you? Come on, man. How stupid can you be, bro? Come on, Big U. You know better, bro. Come on, man. Are you a kid, bro? Is this a song? I mean, this words. I mean, come on, man. Make it make sense, Big U. You that stupid, bro?
Perceived disrespect. But before Williams was a rapper, he was a wide receiver for Crenshaw High School. The day after he was killed, the football program announced his death in this post on Instagram, saying in part, quote, he was a special guy to all of us. And not only did he play for Crenshaw, the wide receiver was teammates with Big U's son, Deion Henley. This LA Times...
Bro, the kid was even playing with his son. You just kill your kid's friends because of a song? Come on, man. Grown-ass man like your kid a kid because he's still a diss track against you. Come on, Big U.
This video shows Henley throwing a pass to Williams. Deion Henley is now a linebacker for the LA Chargers. In 2023, the Times wrote a story about him with the headline, conceived in prison, Deion Henley was born into the dangerous world of his dad, who put...
Big U, gotta be do better, bro. Big U. Bro, something wrong with you, man. You got to get checked, bro. You can't be serious, man. They had a little kid sing a diss song against you, and you take it that hard to kill a kid. Come on, Big U.
Put him on a path to the NFL. Deion's quoted in the article saying, it's one heck of an origin story, adding, you know how they talk about anti-heroes? The people who are the bad guys, but they really aren't? That's my dad. But now his dad, Big U, is back in custody. And the feds say he's connected to a number of crimes, including the murder of his son's high school teammate, Rayshawn Williams.
Big U wild, man. Damn, Big U.
he's a fugitive, and he's being sought by law enforcement. And we're obviously looking for him as we would any fugitive who's engaged in the type of conduct that's alleged here.
Believed to be in Southern California. No idea.
We believe that he may be in Southern California, and for that reason, we're providing his picture and encourage anybody to contact the FBI who knows his whereabouts.
Big U, nice to work.
All right, thank you very much. The press release is out. There's a copy of the complaint and affidavit that's attached to the email that was sent out if you need it. You know where to reach me.
We do.
Everyone take
Nice to work, Big U. Luce Cannon, nice to work. Bricc baby. Y'all do nasty work, man. Y'all know better, bro. Trying to be a bully in the streets. That bully shit don't pay, bro. That shit does not pay. You see what's happening to y'all, man. Luce Cannon, Bricc baby. You know what I mean? Big U. Bricc baby, you go on the internet talking all the crime you did. Luce Cannon, sweetie, you talking about all that shit you did. You know what I mean? Robbing people, extorting people. On the internet, dude. What you think? Come on, man. You think they ain't gonna get you? You think they ain't gonna implement you in all them charges, bro? Come on. Are you still talking on the federal phone still? From jail. How dumb can you be, man? You are 3 years old? You act like you're 3 years old. Shit, man. They can get 30 years in prison, man. Talking about you coming home. You gotta be joking, man. You can't be for real. Make it make sense, man. I know you're joking, bro. I know you ain't for real with that. Now look at you now, looking stupid, man. Sitting in jail, calling every day, trying to get on podcast still. Talking about Big Up DJ Academic. Man, please. And your buddy, Wack, set you up. Set you up for the okie dokie. Look at Wack. He giving you that look like, I'm going to get your ass out of here. I'm going to set you up. Actually, all these questions on the internet, so you expose yourself. And you ain't got enough sense to know that. I'm going to implement your ass to get rid of you and Big U. You know what I mean? And your boy, Bricc baby, he's just going to be, like, caught up in that shit, man. You know what I mean? Wack gonna set you up, bro. And you still say you and Wack is friends. How stupid can you be, man? Wack don't sell you out and let you get locked up. And you still in there voting for Wack. You checking for Wack. Why you ain't even checking for you? That's how stupid you are, man. Damn, Wack. You know, Wack outsmart you guys, man. Trick you out your freedom. So stupid, man. This guy, something wrong with him, man. This lady, man, she talking shit too, man. She ain't got much sense neither, man. Let's see what this girl talking about, because she ain't got much sense neither. She ain't got no brain either. Let's see what she's talking about. Check this out. Let's listen to this first. Let's see what he said right here.
What up, YouTube? This is Getty Radio back at
Getty Radio. Let's see what he said, man.
My whole audience team, Hoodlum, Beezer, everybody. Shout out to Wack, shout out to 600.
I told you he's dumbass, man. That nigga's a shout out to Wack. Bro, man, Ray Charles can see that shit. How stupid can you be, bro?
Shout out to everybody, but even free Bricc baby. Shout out to Conrad. Shout out to everybody. We just want to make sure that we get the right message out and show the people that if somebody is doing.
Man, you get the right message out. You up there trying to bully people, beating people up in front of the studio, bro. Come on, man. And Adam right there, sitting right there. Come on, man. And the broad daylight on camera. How stupid can you be? The feds are watching you, dude. So dumb, man.
Doing wrong and stuff like that, speak out. We want people to speak out. We want people to stand on the truth. And if you have to get busy, you have to get busy. That's just the name of the game.
Come on, man. They gotta make this guy. He said you want to get busy on a prison phone, telling the feds you get down like that. You a gangbanger still. You ain't learning your lesson. You not humble. You still in prison talking about gangbanging. You want to get down on people. How you gonna get out of that shit? They're gonna play that record back and say that was you. How you gonna get out of that? You can't wiggle your ass out of that. Stupid, man.
At the end of the day, we ain't gonna be intimidated by no one. Nobody listens on white too, because that's great. That's excellent. And we should say we want the best for Big U too. I know I'd be mad, but I just don't want to wish death, or I don't want to wish jail on anybody. But sometimes we have to realize, like, his actions was just speaking, and a lot of people was intimidated by him. And when they see somebody that...
So what that makes you? You intimidate people too. You on the internet intimidate people all day long. Crazy boy. You ain't playing with a full deck, man.
Wasn't intimidated by him. They don't understand. So that's why they go into crashing on Luce Cannon, because they don't understand what's going on. Because they fear him. We don't have no hate towards anybody. We don't have no malice or anything like that, but we're going to set the record straight, and we're going to always stand on the truth. And we got integrity before money. That's IBM. And it's sweetie, and we're going to keep getting to it. We're going to get...
Luce, they're going to sweet your ass in jail. That's what you're going to do. Jumbo, sweetie. What you going for in the court? What's your trial start, boy? You're going to be left looking stupid, man.
To the bag, we're going to get to helping people.
They're going to get right to testify against you. You're going to be looking like a crazy man.
Move up in life and create generational wealth. And my wife got it right now. Well, shout out Bricc, baby, but big useless, I don't know.
Honey, you just contradicted yourself. You just said you don't want him in jail.
See what I'm saying? His wife knows something wrong with him. He ain't playing with a full deck.
Okay, just shout out to all the sugar.
That nigga slow, man. That's what the problem is.
Just making
But I guarantee you, when they give him 30 years, your ass ain't gonna be slow no more.
Content and running up the things, y'all sweethearts.
You're gonna be thinking it's a dream. They got that 30 year on your ass, a 30 piece on your ass. Your ass can get football numbers. Jumbo, we're gonna run a play. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna be intimidated. Who is you? You was an intimidator. Nobody was intimidated you. Trying to flip the narrative. Come on, man.
And y'all thinking that I'm gonna be gone? No, I'm gonna be back. And then we're gonna run it up. And now,
man, you ain't gonna be back. 30 years from now, you'll be 60 years old. You're dreaming, bro. You sound like Grateful Dead man talking about I'll be back. Or you sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come on, bro. Make it make sense.
Still be on y'all head.
And he loves the fact that you will be supporting him in any way, shape, or form, whether it be good or bad. We appreciate you.
Making content, still keeping my name alive. I respect that, but just know, sugar plums, sugar doodles, like it's over.
That nigga funny, man. That nigga said sugar doo-doo. He funny as shit, man. Let's see how funny it is when you get him time. Football numbers. Let's see, sweetie. I want to see when they all your ass to jail in 30 years and you going to say, sweetie, I want to see that look in your face.
When I step out. Yeah. So look, at the end of the day, it's like I'm doing good. Everything is perfect. Taking one day at a time. You get what I'm saying? So I'm doing the best I can under these conditions. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Making sure that it's free everybody that's on the case. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put my head down or anything like that. I'm gonna stay strong. I got a strong team. I got you, especially Brimo, Adam, Academics, everybody, Whack, 600, everybody that's supporting me.
Yeah. So you and 600, y'all back cool? Y'all talk? Because it seemed like y'all wasn't.
No. At the end of the day, it's like I carry on when I get out in person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got the people listening.
You see what I'm saying? That nigga slow, bro. I think he said we carry on when we get out, but right now we cool. That's what he trying to say. Right now we cool. But when we get out, we get back on the internet and talk shit. Why would they let you out? Think about that.
Listening, so any messages you want to get out there right now?
Yeah. We're going to stay crushing all the sugar plums and the sweethearts regardless.
All right, let me ask you some questions. If you can't answer, I get it. Did you see Bricc or Big U since y'all been locked up? Y'all in the same, like, what's the circumstances as far as, like, being locked up? Y'all ran
I wouldn't think they see each other.
into each other?
They back in California?
No, not yet, but eventually.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, it might happen.
All right.
What we don't have to talk about is Brimo, and the people is watching. How did y'all know that Bricc Baby had a steel foul and nobody said anything?
What we just found out. You had any thoughts on that? You already knew about the situation?
I knew about the situation, but the thing is, I thought, when people send me the paperwork and stuff, and then when I asked the man,
bro, you gonna be taught a lot of shit in jail. When you get them 30 years on your ass, you're gonna be talking a lot of shit. You're gonna be like thinking, what the hell happened? Now what got to your ass? You ain't thinking yet. You're gonna get a lot of time to be thinking. For sure.
Hopefully, he tells me the truth. But when I hear something different from coming out of a man's mouth and he's still working at No Jumper, I feel like, I don't know. It's like y'all kept it secret. You get what I'm saying?
I don't think everyone knew Bricc Baby had a sealed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rack was talking about it.
Yeah, like, all right, and as far as so it's been a lot of speculation going on and stuff where people have been saying that that you tricked yourself going on these podcasts, and how do you feel about everybody running with that narrative saying that motherfuckers got to just watch what they say on podcasts and shit like that?
Okay, listen, the stuff that was said on the podcast don't have nothing to do with a charge. I have a complaint. You get what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? That nigga delusional like a motherfucker, man. He still don't see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a complaint, it's just hearsay. So when it comes down to the whole situation is who got caught up. Where in the paperwork it says Luce Cannon gets caught
Boy, they got you on wiretap, boy. Shut the hell up. You're still talking.
up by this and this and this and this, right?
I know you ain't got no motherfucking lawyer. I could already tell you ain't got no lawyer. Lawyer gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. I know they would.
They have to use a complaint or whatever like that to pull me in. See, and everybody that used sex trafficking, right? When it came down to the girl Monty.
Trap Kitchen
right?
Money?
Yeah. All that stuff is sex trafficking. That's something to do. When it came down to a murder that's on the case or whatever like that, don't have nothing to do with Luce Cannon. When they have something to do with gambling and the allegations and stuff, don't have nothing to do with Luce Cannon. You know what I'm saying? Even the case where the complaint with me and Big Useless, right? You have to understand it have nothing to do with nothing on the podcast.
On the paperwork, they are quoting shit that was said on No Jumper podcast, though.
Yeah, of course, because people would take a part of a line or a story or something like that,
Yeah.
and then it could be something similar to it. It don't even have to be nothing that's factual. It don't have nothing to do with the same story. But if it's the same, it's like a coincidence. Somebody said this, and then somebody said this, and then I said this, and then it got to be that. But it really ain't none of that.
So, all right, last thing, because people were trying to say that Wack sent you off by having you go on podcast. What are your what do you say to that?
Bro, the nigga so slow, he ain't gonna know what to say. Watch.
How can Wack or somebody see this? People don't understand my gripe with Big Useless is totally different than his gripe with Wack 100. Same thing with 600. Everybody have different reasons why they move past with him. So it's no point in the world that we can actually say, we have the same gripe. And you can tell, Remo, nobody could control me. Nobody could say anything, because if I feel a certain type of way, I'm going to stand and say whatever I want. And the whole world knows that. But they want.
That's a fact. And I'm his wife, and I can attest to that, because I've told him many times, baby, why you saying that? And he'd be like, because I want to. I said, oh, okay.
So
hold him down.
So Wack can't control me.
He just crashing out, man. He just crashing out. That's all he doing. He's still stupid, man. He's still stuck on stupid. He's stuck on stupid, man.
And he knows that. Everybody knows that. I'm uncontrollable because I'm just who I am. But if I speak passionate about something and I really believe in it, I'm going to stand on my business. And that's just how it is. There's nothing wrong. Like, Wack is my guy. You get what I'm saying? But he can't mastermind anything.
Yo, Wack live. We live on No Jumper. What's up, Wack?
Bro, Rogan.
Yeah.
I heard what he said.
What
he
I
tried
say?
to stop it.
What I say,
you
Wack?
Remo. No, you tried to stop it. You said it.
Wait.
Remo, you don't know no better.
Wait, what up? Hey, Wack. Wack, what I say?
I point the finger at what I really do and I don't. But big folks, you were supposed to hang that phone up, bro.
I mean, Remo got the phone in his hand.
No, but big folks.
Remo got the phone in his hand, Wack.
Hold on, bro. Listen, it's me and you talking. Look, me and you, like really sitting in the car, nigga. The me and you, who we are. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This other shit. Folks, bro, if it's a nigga you fuck with and you understanding where it's at and they not getting it, you should have hung that phone up, bro. Folks, me and you, look.
Why you want to hang the phone up now? It's too late, bro. Shit.
All the other shit.
Nah, I hear you 1,000% what you said, but how I play it.
No, I get it. The phone wasn't in your hand, but at some point,
I was wondering how long Remo was gonna keep the conversation going. Like, you know how it is.
We tell you where you went wrong, and I just realized
Free the Lokes.
something, because I've been asking, have your people read you what I sent them? And when he said
Luce?
what he said, hold on, Remo. You should have told him, Luce, word for word, verbatim, what was said here, they line up with a crime against victim one of what he said happened. You should have told him. Because now, I'm thinking, because I sent the work days ago to his people to read through it. 107 pages. That way they familiar with what it is, so they can, because he don't got the complaint yet. He ain't seen it.
So Luce ain't.
Remo.
So you saying Luce ain't privy to what's going on, but he seen the Tokyo Tony video?
Just he ain't seen it like Big U didn't see it. That's why Big U was saying this is Wack is 600. Ain't no way he seen that, because all of that is sex trafficking, embezzlement, murder, extortion. It names out everybody involved on some shit. My name only there because you talking about me to another nigga on the wiretap. Okay, cool.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. They all should be indicted. You know what I mean? And then they cleared up what's supposed to be cleared up, what's supposed to get out, get let out. Who's going to be getting time, get their time. That's how that works. You know what I mean? So Luce Cannon, Bricc Baby, they gone, bro. They're part of extortion. You know what I mean? They're part of sex trafficking. They're part of all that shit. So Luce Cannon must be streaming, man. Something wrong with him.
But nothing about that is contact whack or this dude. We not there, right? So it's obvious when he said nothing about what I said on No Jumper is here. Remo, you know better. You should have stopped him and said, Luce, hold on, bro. Victim one gave a statement, and they saying his statement is lining up with what you said on No Jumper, and they typed it out word for word, verbatim. Bro, if he wasn't coming on here to promote his merch and then say, hey, y'all, learn from me, don't allow him. Next time he want to talk about his court case, hang the phone up and blame me for it. Kenny Wack told me to do it. Say, I'm on the streets with Wack, bro. You in jail.
I never seen nobody go to the feds and get right on the phones and start doing
That's
interviews.
why
So that's why I play the role.
And it
was.
That's what I'm saying. Nigga ain't got no sense. Nigga ain't got no brain. Nigga ain't got no lawyer. Lawyer would have told you get off that phone. Talk to your loved one. Talk about how much you love them. Don't talk about your case. All that shit you say on the phone going to use against you in court. All that shit recorded. And he knows that. You want to play crazy.
To the point where I just go along with it because it's like,
you ain't obligated because to a certain extent, I just know you the only one that understand.
No, I get it, 1,000%.
Normal.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this audio, man. We got Wack 100 reacting to Luce Cannon and Luce Cannon calling from the feds, man, speaking about his case, man. Sounds like
crazy boy, man. That's it for Wack, man. Let's talk about Yella Beezy, man. Yella Beezy, man. He a dumb one, man. Yella Beezy throw his life away, bro. Ain't thinking, bro.
They knew then hits was being ordered in Dallas. After that, that put Mo3 back against the wall, and he had to show that he was out here guerrilla status. So he started stepping on shit, robbing shit, shooting shit, bragging about it. 3 was a whole villain. Trap Boy and Yella Beezy could not take it, so as a result, they commenced murder. Allegedly, they commenced it. This is Dallas County. I do not understand why Yella Beezy or Mo3 thought they could get away with this shit, but they about to learn real fast, because Mo3 gonna get charged from the grave for all that bragging on them bodies he was doing. Y'all gonna see he wasn't no good guy.
What's the little Dallas?
Yella Beezy.
Yeah,
Beezy. Yella Beezy. I still can't believe that, Wack.
They commenced it. This is Dallas County. I do not
Doing his thing lately, and now this shit fucked him.
The shooters was a baby daddy.
One of the shooters was the baby daddy.
These niggas get that money and do the wrong thing with it. All speculation is that one of the shooters is who gave him up. Free themselves, gotta be. I mean, who else would know who paid him? Unless it's a nigga between him and the shooter.
That's what I'm saying. These niggas be on the phone talking. They be on the phone talking. They texting each other. They say, you owe me money for that work I put in for you. And incriminate yourself, man, over the phone. So it is, bro. It's 5 years. They've been watching it for 5 years. And the other nigga who take the case for him, he getting tired now, man. He want to get out of prison.
Shooters.
Little Beezy out there living his life. He want to live some life, too.
Right. So I'm thinking one of the shooters is talking, unless Gotti paid another, or Beezy paid another nigga to pay the shooters, and that nigga then got caught up in telling is one of the two, either the shooters or another nigga he paid to pay the shooters. That's what it had to be, and he gonna need, they got something, some text messages, because a nigga just can't say he paid me. They gonna
Exactly. They got some kind of proof, man. Come on, man. They wouldn't grab him if he ain't got no proof. So there's them kind of proof there. They ain't no dumbass now.
try to say motive from what y'all been saying is Yellow Beezy got shot up 8 times, but where's the proof that Mo3 did that? So, you know, you gotta prove that. Was Mo3 ever arrested? Was there an investigation on Mo3 about the shooting of Yellow Beezy? So, because he arrested, unless they got some recordings or
some type of text messages from Yellow Beezy to whoever, the shooters or a buffer in the middle, I think he got action. If they got some recordings or text messages, or this nigga didn't, talked about that, confirmed that, and all that, then he in trouble. But a nigga just saying he paid me, that ain't gonna work. Niggas say,
Bro, they got some kind of proof, bro. They ain't just saying that he paying me. They got him on wiretap or something. Wiretap, text message. They got him, man.
saying, well, Mo3 one shot Beezy up, that ain't gonna work. They gotta prove that. But nevertheless, we should be able to grab it. Work. Text is pretty easy to get. I'm pretty sure Lavish them on it.
Cause they said that
Six wherever.
the nigga that got arrested, they said he coming home in 2028. The nigga that fucking that shot him, I think.
Yeah, well, what was he originally sentenced to?
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
That's 8 years for a gun charge. He got what?
Got 8 years for a gun charge.
How he was sentenced to a gun charge when he was convicted of murder?
Nah, he ain't been convicted of it yet.
What you mean he ain't been convicted?
What you mean? They ain't spent 5 years in prison already. What you talking about?
You been convicted of Mo3's murder yet?
Well, who was convicted of Mo3's murder?
Nobody.
Who was the niggas on the
Him and the other niggas.
dash cam?
The baby dad and him got picked up for it. But neither of them niggas went to jail for it.
So what happened with the murder case?
They holding it for all. I think they're gonna take all them niggas to court at the same time.
That don't make sense. So he been sitting there 5 years.
Yep, all of them. Ain't none of them been charged with that shit yet. I mean, they've been charged with it, but they ain't went to court.
Yeah, that don't make sense, bro. Nah, I don't believe that. They charged with a murder and no court in 5 years.
Nah, Wack, he right though. They haven't went to trial for that Mo3 murder yet. The two niggas that got charged, they ain't went nowhere.
Trial. You telling me he charged with a murder and them niggas ain't went to court on
Oh, they done had some court dates. They for sure had some court dates.
What the fuck is that? That's what I'm saying, man.
They had 2 other guns.
I done seen niggas fight a murder 10 years. I get that, but they going to court. Like, you ain't telling me a nigga just sitting there with a murder charge in no court. So I guess he looking like the time he get for the gun, he be time served.
Possibly, because it's crazy though, because both.
Oh yeah, that nigga been snitching, man. That nigga been talking. That's what I think. You know what I mean? That nigga been setting Little Beezy up. They figure Yella Beezy out here living his life. Not only that, Yella Beezy getting broke. He ain't got no more money like that. You know what I mean?
Both of the nigga who was the shooter and the nigga they was trying to say helped him with it, which was the baby mama, baby daddy or whatever. Both of them had separate cases. One of them I think both of them had federal cases, matter of fact, because one of them had the pistol case and the other one had like a meth case.
But they have the murder charge on their jacket?
Yeah, they was charged with the murder for sure, both of them.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this audio, man. We got Wack 100 reacting to Yella Beezy charged with capital murder, man. The war in Dallas has come to an end. Mo3's dead. Yella Beezy locked up. We don't know what's going on with Trap Boy Freddy, but in my estimation, everybody knows what really went down in this case, man. They were beefing. They were going to war. Mo3 was terrorizing stuff. Yella Beezy was hitting back. You understand what I'm saying? Mo3 tried to hit, allegedly tried to hit Yella Beezy on the highway after he left the strip club. Retaliation after retaliation. They put some money on his head and they hired an ignorant shooter by the name of Keywan White.
Keywan White crash out for Yella Beezy. No, Keywan White can't have that shit no more. Keywan White want to get out of prison. He's sitting in prison for the last 5 years. So you start telling on Yella Beezy. You start texting Yella Beezy. You know what I mean? Yella Beezy get on the phone. He should say, I don't know what you talking about, bro. I didn't even know you like that. I guess he fall for the bait, bro. Yella Beezy got to pay. And lock Yella Beezy up. Stupid ass, man. Ain't got no sense, bro. Ain't got no brains, bro.
to get the job done. And this dude jumped on Instagram and social media, whatever, with a whole bunch of money. Everybody knew the dude was dusty. Everybody knew the dude was broke. He was reckless. He was having the car, the getaway car or whatever, was in the camera footage and things like that. He was reckless and he was ignorant and he didn't think that he would get caught. Why? Because he wore a mask, man. I tell y'all this all the time, man. I tell you guys this all the time, man. Listen, you're not getting away with this stuff today. These shootings, these murders, you're not gonna get away with this stuff because y'all dudes is too stupid and too ignorant to leave your damn cell phones at home. That's how they got them. They got
Told you, man, that cell phone, man. That what happened to Yella Beezy. That cell phone. They got him on the cell phone, bro. That boy be texting them from prison. You know what I mean? So you want his money. So they got him. Stupid ass people there, man. Crashing out young, dumb rappers, man.
Got him through the cell phone, and they got him through bragging. He running around bragging.
You rapping to make some money, that's not enough. You gotta go kill somebody. Stupid people there, man.
Bragging to people that he did it, and somebody's baby mama overheard it and then called in an anonymous tip to the feds or to Dallas County. You understand what I'm saying? They caught them dudes sitting outside the house. Why? Because their cell phones was pinging at the tower closest. They had them all lined up before they even did it. They was caught before they even did it. And the jealous baby daddy is the weakest one of them all, bro. Listen, if the dude smashing your baby mama, listen, I will say this about Mo3. It was kind of reckless for him to be over there in his ops territory with his ops baby mama smashing on her, bro. Dude was slipping.
He's stupid, man. You know what I mean? You know when somebody going at it, why are you over there in their territory? You know what I mean? Get away from them people you ain't beefing with, man. Come on, bro. But you want to prove something. You know what I'm saying?
In that regard right there. I guess he thought he was, being low or whatever. But the baby daddy was texting his son. He was texting his son, asking him, is Mo3 still there? Listen, you're going to get caught, bro. That's records. That stuff does not go away. All they got to do is subpoena your phone. They're going to see you texting your phone, asking your son, who Mo3 was posting up pictures with the boy with jewelry on and stuff like that, kind of antagonizing the situation, right? Let alone the lyrics, antagonizing the baby daddy, giving him an incentive to go in there and crash out, right? So he was doing all of this reckless stuff and also texting them, man. That's how they got caught, bro. They were going to get caught anyway. Them dudes weren't even out that long after the murder. Couldn't even enjoy the money. Couldn't even enjoy the money. Did it for clout, did it for a little bit of cash, told on Yella Beezy. I guarantee you, when this indictment drops, that's what happened. They told on Yella Beezy. You heard the dude in the original audio at the beginning. He said the dude made a statement as soon as they got him, a voluntary statement. You already know. He told.
Exactly. He told on Yella Beezy. Yella Beezy money getting low, like I said. You can't pay that guy no more like you used to. You know what I mean? Most niggas ain't gonna pay you anyway. Once you go to prison, and most niggas ain't gonna pay you. They gonna fuck around with you. You know what I mean? They gonna promise you. They gonna get a run around. You know what I mean? They pay you for the first couple months. Then they start playing with you. They think you know what I mean? You ain't gonna tell on them. So they play with you. You know what I'm saying? So they already know what will happen. Yella Beezy's supposed to cash him out. He ain't cash him out. He playing with him, getting him run around. He said, Yella Beezy, I'm in here. You out there living your best life. I can't do shit. I can't get to my old lady. Old lady cheating on me. You out there smashing all them girls. To hell with this shit here. I'm going to tell on you. I got to get out, man. I can't do it no more, Yella Beezy. That's what he says. I'm going to text you. I'm going to set your ass up. I see what's going on. You left me in jail to rot. You know what I mean? We say it with Diddy. We see it with Diddy. Diddy didn't shine that way. He didn't pay him no money. You know what I mean? But he take it down far for him. So all these dudes doing this dumb shit, man. Come on, bro.
They were just getting their ducks in the row, making sure that when they grab Yella Beezy, they got him. So they got him for capital murder, fam. And capital murder carries the death penalty, man. And we already know, man. In Texas, they gonna get rid of you, bro. So this right here, man, very ignorant.
Yella Beezy is cooked.
Man, I don't know what these rappers are doing today, bro.
They crashing out, man. They got millions of dollars sitting on, and you ain't got nothing else to do but fuck around. You know what I mean? Idling. Get bored. Not, you know what I mean? Just go live on your life, bro. Travel, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy that money you're making. But nah, that's not enough. I want to prove that I'm gangster. I want to prove that I'm the man. You know what I mean? They want to be like, I'm the bully. I'm going to be one of them fears rapper. I want to be what I'm rapping about. I want to be that guy. Come on, bro. No, look at you, man. Looking stupid in prison.
Millions of dollars in the bank. You made it. You're out of the game. You're out of the hood. I get it. You got a war going on. Things like that. Mo3 doing whatever he doing. But, bro, Yella Beezy was reckless on this, bro. He really was, bro. Listen, I guess you could say he's reckless. Maybe he did what he had to do. Maybe he's a street dude for real, and say, hey, man, even if I get caught, I did what I had to do. The game is the game, and this is what comes with it. I'm going to get locked up, man, because, you know, maybe you should have been a little more careful, bro, because your shooters were reckless, bro, on the highway. And then Mo3, if you saw the footage of Mo3's death, man, Mo3 stopped his car in the middle of the highway and gingerly walked around his car, I guess allegedly, to go to his stash spot to try to get his little pistol. Now, he didn't come up with nothing. Now, a lot of people are speculating that somebody went in his car the night before, took his gun out of there, or maybe the stash box wouldn't open up, and when Keywan White jumped out of the car, Mo3 ran away. You understand what I'm saying? He was slipping. Mo3 was slipping, bro.
Yeah, he caught him slipping, man. Caught him with no pistol.
You know it's up, right? And if the rumors out there are true about Mo3 saying he was a hitter, he was knocking people down, he was robbing stuff as far as Yella Beezy people and Trap Boy Freddy's people is concerned, he got to know that there's people out there looking to kill him, bro. So you should have had that thing on your lap. You should have had that thing in the passenger seat.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean, you gang banging, you and somebody beefing, you need to get that strap on you. You can't forget that strap. You got that strap, boy. The moment you forget that strap, that's when they're gonna hit you. That's why you can't be slipping. You gotta get that strap ASAP. That's the first thing on your mind when you're leaving your house. Let me get my strap. You know what I mean? You don't know, never know. On the highway, the camera, the red light, you know what I mean? You never know what car pull up next to you, what car behind you, who's following you. You can't take no check. You gotta always be strapped. For real. Because the one thing you forget it, that's when they're gonna hit you. Learn that.
You should have been ready because you out there already with your ops baby mama, her little boy. You know he got a cell phone. You know he got a relationship with his father. It's easy for the little boy to say, hey, Dad, Mo3 over here. Oh, he is? Well, we finna go get him. You understand what I'm saying? So, man, just all around the board, both parties were very ignorant in this thing, man. Mo3 was slipping. Mo3 was slipping. That's pretty much what it was. And he didn't use that car as a weapon. Listen, a car is a weapon. Bro, when that car stopped in front of me, if you look at the video, it's online. Mo3 stopped, and then the other car stopped in front of Mo3 on the highway. Mo3 stopped in front of a tractor trailer, right? Now, I would have smashed on the gas and rammed that car and then got on. That's what I would have did. I would not have jumped out of my car, bro. Your car's a weapon. Your car's...
That nigga ain't thinking, man. He wasn't thinking, man. Nigga wasn't thinking at all. Why would you get out your fucking car? It's like I'm behind a wall and somebody shooting at me. I'm gonna stay behind that damn wall. I ain't gonna get up from that damn wall. So that car is like you said, it's like a little weapon. Like a weapon, or it can protect you from getting bullets. When bullets start flying, you could duck down in the car. You could, you know what I mean? You could do something. And you could also drive while they're shooting at you. Now, you out the car. What sense does that make? Come on, man. And running from the car. You jump in the car and start running from the car. You should be driving the car away.
A weapon. You smash that car and then you dip. You get up out of there and you flee as fast as you can, right? Especially if you can't get to your gun, you ain't got your gun. Now, as far as Yella Beezy is concerned, he hired an ignorant dude to go in there and get the killing done because the dude wasn't really about that life. Well, he was about that life. He'll catch a body. But look what he did after he caught the body. Damn, did
He crashed out, man. He's a crashing on me. You see what I'm saying? He crashed on me, man.
Yella Beezy give this dude some instructions like, hey, bro, don't put the money up online. Don't post online. Don't go shopping for a while. Lay low. Stay quiet. Stay offline. That's what got him caught. And then he's bragging, running around telling everybody he did it, bro. This was very ignorant. 2 superstar rappers, lost their lives. Mo3 ultimately ended up dead, right? Potentially had $1 million worth of value, $100 million worth of value, could have fed the community, could have fed and took care of his family. And
shame, bro. That's a shame, bro. The YouTube, I'm out, man. Them stupid rapper, man. I don't know what they doing, bro. Them guys ain't know no better, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.